Hello, it's Colette. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do this video to show you how to use healing hands to send distant healing or to do distant healing. It would be good if you had watched my How to Know If You've Got Healing Hands first. I'll link that video in the description box below. But very practical with this, let's just do it, okay? So the first thing I'd like you to do is when you're thinking of going to be giving distant healing, you still have to prepare for it in the way that you would prepare to give a kind of hands-on healing, etc. Although you may be using a photograph of a person, or you may be using the person's name and date of birth, and that visualization, we still have to get those hands and that healing working. So first thing to do is to spend some time meditating, getting yourself into the frame of mind to be able to send that healing. I also think you should say some prayers to either your God, goddess, deity, universe, higher self, whatever you believe in, so that you can ask that the energy flows in the right way for the person that you're sending it to, or if it's a situation you're sending it to that situation. Always do healing for the greater good, because some healing's not meant to work. Healing is a very unusual thing. It's not a cure-all. The healing is there to help with a circumstance, to help with an illness, or sometimes just to help the person deal with what they've got to deal with. But it does work. So please get yourself in the space and the frame of mind first to be doing healing. And then I like to do the initial exercise of starting to feel the energy within your hands. So basically, hands up, cut about 6 inches apart. I'm going to ask you to gently push your hands together slightly, not fully, and see if you start to feel the tingles in your palms or in your fingers, and then pull them gently apart. And again, pulling them closer to. I can feel the energy quite strongly here, and I hope you can too. But if you can't, just practice and maybe just open yourself to the flow more, start putting disbelief and all sorts of practical thoughts out of the picture. And if you've done a good meditation, you'll be able to do that easier. So again, the hands slightly more close and apart. Now this time, see if you're feeling the energy pushing back at yourself. There'll come a place where you feel that you don't want to push anymore. And that's really the energy coming from your hands, making a little energy ball. And try and rotate that. Feel the energy within your own hands. Feel the energy. And you can pull apart a wee bit again. Oh, and you should feel something when you do that. It can be almost a sense of tingle or cold or hot, whatever is special to you. And then back again. And feel that little ball of energy building up. Actually send the intent that this builds up and builds up as strong as it needs to be. And sometimes just in saying that, you'll feel that in a way you want to pull your hands apart a wee bit, that energy ball's getting almost like intense. It's like a magnetic force or an electromagnetic force that's there. So you've got that ball of energy and you can really, really feel it. Palms of your hands are reacting. And again, just center yourself on it. Now, for distant healing, you would have maybe a photograph of a person or a name. And one of the ways to do it is to actually take your hands over the photograph or the name of the person and gently allow that energy to flow towards them. Now, the energy that you felt in the ball is really at this stage just to show you that healing's there, to let you feel it a bit. But when you put your hands round the photograph or whatever, the energy will flow down and it will come from your heart chakra down your arms and out through your palm. It tends to come from the heart, although I do feel the heart chakra drawing it down through my crown, down and into the hands. Now, if you're wanting to help a situation, say there might have been something in the world that you want to send healing energy to, again, you can do it maybe over the name of a country, or you can actually just send it out. There's a sense of taking that energy that's between your hands, like a sense of an energy ball, and pushing it out the way, out into the universe. Now, this is just my way of doing it, but I find that that helps, particularly when it's a situation. Say if you wanted to help a group of people that were maybe caught up in a tragedy, then taking that energy and pushing it towards them is a good way of doing it. So it's about sensing the build-up of energy between your hands and then allowing that energy to flow to the person or the situation. However, maybe because I've got a very open third eye, I'm clairvoyant, that's the way I work, that's the way the sort of the psychic sense I've used so much. What can happen with myself is once I've built up that healing energy, and say I'm focusing on a person, what tends to happen with me is that my third eye starts to really, really open, not to see things, not to sort of have situations come to me, but actually to actually use the third eye as where I'm pushing the healing from. Now that might be unusual, but I don't want to do the healing hands video without tacking that wee bit on the end as such, because when I'm focusing, say, and I've built up my hands and I'm ready to flow, sometimes when I think of the person that I'm sending it to, it's almost as though the energy comes away from my hands back to the heart chakra and up and comes out like a kind of beam of energy, a beam of light towards the situation. So if you're not getting the feeling of being able to send it with your hands, but you feel in doing this that you've got, a build-up of energy here, or almost as though you want to scratch your forehead, or you want to feel there's a pressure building up, take a deep breath, relax, and gently just let that energy almost escape through your third eye, but still holding the focus of who or what it's to go to. So in a way, yes, healing, you can use your healing hands to send distant healing. But for those of you that have a very open third eye, you might find that you're sending healings through your hands and also your third eye, or like myself, it tends to move back through my heart chakra and through my third eye, and the healing flows from there. So that's a very, very basic method. Obviously, once you've done your healing, you maybe want to shake off your hands, and some people are like this and shake them off. If you felt your third eye is very, very open, then do meditations to close it down a wee bit. You don't want it closed down too much. I'll actually do a video quite soon on how to open the third eye area, and I'm doing one on opening the heart chakra, and but just bring everything back to your personal equilibrium, okay? The day-to-day, you've got to go and make the dinner, you've got to go and maybe drive your car. You don't want to be so open all the time. And bring it back to that sense of equilibrium. Ground yourself, maybe have something to drink or something to eat. I like to also have music on a wee bit to ground myself. And there you go. I'd like to hear from you. Building up quite a lot of interaction on the Healing Hands video, getting a lot of feedback. I'd like the same on this one if possible, so we get conversations going and people can actually learn from other people's techniques. This is just my technique. But there'll be people out there that know Reiki, there'll be people out there that maybe have been more trained in spiritual healing. This is the way I've healed for a long, long time. It's intrinsic to me. It's what I do naturally. It might not be for you, but if you have a way of doing healing, please put it in the comments below. Let us know. Let us learn what your technique is. If there's anything you feel that I should have mentioned that I haven't, add it on. Let's make this a conversation piece for helping people that want to be able to use their healing hands, or even use the third eye to send out the healing. That would be lovely, and it would be so much better than just me saying this is what I do. That's meant to be helpful, that's why I'm doing the video, but the response to the other Healing Hands video has been phenomenal, and I'm learning so much, and I'm able to, reply to people, and we're able to get a little community going that knows and understands healing, and that's what this channel's about. So please comment, tell me what you think of the video, tell me if there's anything that you'd like to add, if there's anything that you have a technique that you do in a different way, and let's get learning together. Okay, so many blessings. I hope you like this video. If you do, please give me the thumbs up so that I know what to do, and how many more of these videos to do, because there's a lot we can talk on this subject. And subscribe to my channel. I think my wee face in a box is over there. And many blessings, and let's get the conversation started. I want to hear from you. Bye now.